feel the heat, but we don't wanna let go. We answer questions that we ask alone. I hear the words, but they're coming out an echo. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Suffocates at the bottom. Don't take the bait, just walk away. Resuscitate your nirvana. I feel a way I never felt before. I finally found what I'm looking for. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender. Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of FNV. FNV is short for Friday Night VTubing, where I, your host Zarastro, interview various VTubers from all over the community. Now, before I welcome our guest, I need to make a quick disclaimer. It's kind of thundering and pouring right now, so I apologize in advance for if you guys hear thunder and dogs barking. But with that said, allow me to introduce my wonderful guest, Gama. Gama. Say hi.
Conkedo! Hello, everyone!
Oh, that was loud.
Oh. I broke everyone's ears. Wait. ASMR Gama.
Don't worry, I've turned you down already.
Oh no!
Great start as usual. But yeah, so, Gama, please introduce yourself a bit. Tell us about yourself.
Hello! I am Gama, apparently the loudest VTuber in the entire existence of ever. I'm currently a PNG tuber on Twitch, so a PNG streamer rather, and I spend a lot of time on Twitter talking to my friends.
Hey, and on Discord. Yeah, because I mean, I don't think we're on Twitter right now.
No, now we're on Discord.
We are
on Discord talking to my friends.
And on YouTube. Don't forget that.
Oh, hello YouTube.
And also, why not say hi to our audio-only listeners over on Spotify, Anchor, iTunes, Google Podcasts. I think those are all four.
Hello, everyone.
Alright, so, yeah, Gama is a fellow South African. Yes, I'm always going to introduce another South African VTuber as my fellow South Africans, because that's a meme for South Africans. So, yeah. So, I'm just gonna go with the first question that we usually do. What's your lore? I think I've spoken to you a bit about it, but I'm not too sure. So
my lore is applicably edgy.
Applicably edgy.
Applicably edgy. Gama is actually part of Droid Force, which is a group of androids who was kind of part of a government program to introduce androids into the military, but to also improve public perception of androids.
Ooh.
So that, general public would think, wow, these are so pretty, they're like little pop stars, they're like little cute little wow. But really it was just so that they could get away with using robots more frequently everywhere else.
So it's a ploy. It's a
100% a ploy. They're terrible, evil government officials is the worst. And one day they replaced us all, and in a big fiery dramatic battle, because the general public got very tired of the way we looked, because we're a little retro. And
we've got some retro haters here.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm wondering now, right? So you say it's a government program. Which government?
All of them.
All of them.
Future governments.
All of them. Is it the New World Order?
Yes.
Oh.
It's way in the future. Everything's terrible, but then better, but then terrible, and there's several financial depressions and all sorts of. Oh, I'm so scary.
Well, thanks for deciding to come back in time and join us here in the in the absolutely wonderful year of 2021.
What a wonderful year I have chosen to return.
Yeah, your timing is impeccable, and by impeccable I mean completely. Oh, fuck! I messed up the reference.
No, I believe it is completely up.
Yeah, completely impeccable. That's what I wanted to say. Did you ever watch Phineas and Ferb growing up?
I did.
So Phineas and Ferb are still having reruns in the future.
Oh yes. Forever.
As expected. There's
EBIL,
104 days.
BOIS.
There's 104 days worth of reruns.
Vacation.
No, worth of reruns.
Oh yes.
And they played throughout the year without ever ending it.
Forever. There's a channel in the future, everybody. There's a channel that only plays Phineas and Ferb.
What's the channel name?
Phineas and Ferb channel.
Amazing, I love it.
It's wildly popular.
I mean, I don't know if you had that, but when I was in my high school, even back in the underworld, in the demonic underworld where I'm originally from, back in the high school over there, even there we had Phineas and Ferb, and it was everywhere. And we would have in our final year, right, in our grade 12, our senior year, we would have like a thing called the Wacky Awards, and in that there's this one award. So the Wacky Awards are just like a whole bunch of different awards. Wait, I'm playing. Why is it playing that? I only now noticed that it was playing Lamb of God on the music and not the chill lo-fi as usual. Sorry about that.
Did I have epic metal music to my backdrop?
You did, yes. You had some high quality Lamb of God playing out there. Oops. I hope I don't get claimed. Hi UMG. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But yeah, no. So with the Wacky Awards, then we would have occasion that there are awards, and one of those are Phineas and Ferb. So it's basically two people who are like inseparable. And whenever that award came on, they would play the theme song, and everybody in the hall at that time would sing along. Everybody knew the words, even the teachers.
That's so good though. That's the best. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I won any awards. I think I got nominated, but I didn't win any. I don't remember.
All of the awards I got from like peers were like good drummer.
Oh.
because I only ever did one thing.
And that was draw?
Yeah.
You only did art in school?
Yeah.
Well,
It was
at
only-
least
in
that
future school,
means
It was only one subject.
at least that means that the androids have fine motor movements, so that because it's to be able to draw. Because I know I can't. I can just do graffiti, and that's not fine movements. That's 100% not fine movements. You use your whole damn arm for that shit.
Yeah. No. It's fine movements on the scale of a mech. So your arm is fine movements.
I mean, a mech, even though a mech can still have, like, you know, that mechanical precision.
I mean, depends which mech you're talking about.
I guess that's fair. What's your kind of mech? What's your mech?
A big frog. I've drawn it. I need to post it at some stage. It's a big round frog with spider legs.
Oh, spider legs.
Yeah.
Ain't that
No, but
is that still a frog if it's got 8 legs?
No, it's only got 3 spider legs.
Huh?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll see it one day.
Okay,
I'll
I'll have to wait for it. I'll have to wait for it then. I'll be looking forward, I guess? Question mark.
It's really cute. It's not cursed, I promise.
When people have to say, I promise it's not cursed. I promise this stream is not scuffed. Yeah. There's kind of like a when somebody has to say it, you know, there's kind of like a bit of that contradiction in there. But you know what? I'll believe you. I'll go with not cursed until proven otherwise.
Yeah, innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. Alright, I'm gonna move on to the next question. So, you've already told us about your lore and your design. But what were your biggest influences behind that? Behind your lore and your design? Other than, I'm assuming you really love frogs.
Yeah. It's mainly 90s anime. Obviously, I love
90s
frogs.
anime.
I love frogs so much, but 90s sci-fi anime played a big role. Things like I suppose Akira is not really 90s, but it was in that kind of realm. It was Akira, Evangelion, Eureka 7's not really 90s either. I think it's mid 2000s, but that kind of thing. Like just.
I think you're gonna hate me for what I'm gonna say, but I've never watched Akira, and I've fallen asleep twice in the first couple episodes of Evangelion.
Listen, we're about to throw hands. What do you mean?
I have, however, watched fuck, what's the name?
Eureka 7?
No, not that one. I'm thinking of a different mech anime. Code Geass.
Oh, Code Geass.
I've watched Code Geass, both of them. Code Geass is good.
Yeah. Evangelion's better, but yes, Code Geass is good.
I'm about to die, and I'm gonna say I prefer Darling in the Franxx over Evangelion.
Listen. No, everyone's welcome to their own opinions.
Okay.
Personally, if you had to ask me, I love Evangelion. It's my favorite show.
Yes.
I own too many Evangelion-related things. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see the inspiration from Evangelion. And I know it's my opinion that I find it boring, but you know what? That's me. I know that there are many other people who find it very good, and it wouldn't be such a highly regarded anime if it wasn't good. So yes. But yeah, no, I have not watched Evangelion. I know the memes from it, and I can sing a bit of a Cool Angel's thesis. I think is that sufficient enough knowledge?
That's forgivable.
Okay.
I won't sit on you with my mech now.
Oh, thank goodness. Some people would like that. You should be careful.
Oh, no, that's fine. I cater to those people also. Don't worry, it's fine.
What do you do if people do like it though? Wait.
You just smile back at them.
So if you sit on... Well, that's if they survive. That is.
Yes.
How big's the mech?
It's a win-win. Big.
How big is big?
I'll figure out scale at some stage.
Compare it to the Death Star.
That's a planet, so
Not that big.
definitely smaller than the Death Star.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'll survive if you sit on me.
Okay, good.
I'm a big boy.
Big boy.
Moving on to the next question. So, who or what inspired you to become a VTuber, other than the 90s anime? And what was your main influence in wanting to become a VTuber?
Man.
Men.
So I think no. It's like, oh man, now I have to brain. So it's a tough one. It's a bit emotional, so I'll keep it not that. But I went through something pretty big, and for a little while I felt really alone after all of it.
Okay.
It's like, especially in quarantine, because you're stuck indoors. You can't really see people, and all of that stuff just contributed to like this. Wow, I'm really alone. So I started watching streams, and most of them were VTubers, because I was watching Genshin Impact streams, because
that's a game that VTubers play, right?
And that is a game that VTubers play, yes. And
Totally.
I was like, wow, look at these cute anime people on the internet. Look how much fun they're having.
Totally not like I did a 12-episode series on Genshin.
Yeah. Exactly.
While waiting for Cyberpunk 2077 to come out, I was playing Genshin for like 3-4 weeks. Like 2 streams a week playing Genshin, waiting for Cyberpunk because it got delayed again.
Again and
again, yeah.
And then it arrived and it was a buggy mess, and you're like, you guys have had so much time.
Actually, my playthrough was not that much of a buggy mess. I had like 2 that I can remember. One for a fact. I can show you on the VOD where it is. I've had 1 game-breaking bug where I fell through the world. Although it was just game-breaking in the sense of I just had to reload a checkpoint a bit earlier. Otherwise, there was no other issue. And I think I had like one other glitch, but otherwise my game was basically bug-free somehow.
That's literally the thing that disheartened me from buying it, was because I saw so many people having so many issues with it, and I was I don't want to buy a game that's so broken and is so expensive.
I mean, it's probably cheaper now.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so yeah, you mentioned, lockdown and COVID has been quite a thing, and quarantine has been quite a thing for people becoming lonely, I guess. I've had that same experience. Granted, I still had class at that point last year. I only ended my class like earlier this year. So I was still kind of seeing people, like once a week. I think we had to go in. If Nip's here, he would be able to tell. He was with me. But yeah, I can totally see the it gets lonely and stuff. And if you're in a dark place already, it can get a bit bad. But I'm glad that you at least found a community. You're running a successful stream currently. Earlier I tuned in. You had a bunch of people there. Everybody looked like nice people. We've got some of them here as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty grateful in that. It's so funny how quick the turnaround was from feeling so alone and then getting into a new hobby and finding a new community. Just all being such beings, like such absolute sweethearts. Like,
it also helps that you're extremely wholesome. Because I mean, wholesome attracts wholesome, while lewd attracts lewd. So
yeah, I'm really glad. I'm really proud of the friends I've made. I think they're all such wonderful people, and it's such a pleasure just to interact with them on Twitter. They're all such absolute sweethearts.
Yeah. Speaking of streaming, when did you start? I only met you kind of recently, like about, what was it, a month or two?
Yeah, that's a month or two.
That's when
I started.
Oh, is that when you started?
Yeah.
Damn.
I found Is pretty quickly. I saw a South African flag and I
Yeah.
was so excited. This all caps did him and then he invited me to the ZA server. And I was
Nice.
like, oh my gosh, look at all these friends.
Look at all these, my fellow South Africans.
Yes.
Yeah, that's also actually one of the reasons why I started putting the South African flag in my Twitter handle as well, so that I can also just be able to like say, oh, hey, there's another South African.
Yeah.
And same as with other people with me, because that's how I found a couple people as well. I was just like, look, there's a person that has a Swedish and a South African flag in their name, and that's how I met Sadio. / Emma / I don't know what her other names are. She's had so many. She's a different one on Discord, she's different on Twitch, and she's different on Twitter. It's kind of confusing. I'll just call her M. But yeah, so yeah, I've found some people like that, and I think it holds like the record currently for finding the most South African VTubers. They also find him a lot easier somehow.
Yeah.
Tell us your secrets.
Yes, how come why you find all South Africa? Why? How come?
Yeah, how come?
Where is SA Magnet and Give?
I want some of them too. Your stream's lagging, you'll be a bit behind, no worries. Wait, why am I reading chat? I don't read chat, because if I read chat, then the audio listeners are left out. Oops.
No read chat.
Yeah, sorry, if you guys are wondering why I'm not responding to chat in any of these episodes, it's because I try and keep it. We have a Q&A section at the end of the stream, or not at the end of the stream, after the interview, after we've handled the set questions that we have. It's just so that we can kind of, keep the form of the show going in a consistent manner throughout the different episodes. So if you do have any questions, please do ask them in chat, but we will only see them, or we'll only answer them at the end. With that being said, let's move on to the next question. So, I think we've already kind of discussed this, but what's your preferred type of content?
I'm a pro fisherman.
I thought you were a frog.
No, I make art and I play video games. That's about it.
You play the video games.
I do play the video games.
Yes. What's your favorite game to play right now?
I mean, if a game I can just jump into like all the time is Project Diva. Like if I'm having a trash day at work, I run downstairs, put on the PlayStation 4 and play some Future Tone. Or I grab my PS Vita and I play some old school Project Diva.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like such a mindless game to play that's still like very fun. But like the game I obviously play the most right now is Genshin Impact. I play.
Oh, fellow, you're a hoot. Let's just flex on everybody here. Gama, what's your most recent pull that you're proud of?
Well, actually,
in Genshin.
Remember you were there for the.
I know I was there. I was there.
That's great. So that was my last 5-star. I didn't wish any more on that banner. I saved.
Okay. Well, you're not saying, but we have a Hutao haver here.
Yes.
Everybody go. But yes, after that.
After that, I did a 10 pull before a stream on Albedo's banner, and I
got
got
him.
out of Bedel.
Damn.
So,
This got the streamer luck even without being live. Damn.
Yes, exactly.
What a pro move. What a pro move.
But yes, I love Genshin Impact just because it reminds me of Breath of the Wild, which is my favorite game. But yeah, it's like that except much easier.
I have never played any of the Zelda games. I have not played many Nintendo games, period. I've never had a Nintendo console. Feel free to hate on me as much as you want.
No, it's okay. I have a bit of an obsession with Nintendo consoles, especially the handheld ones. I actually collect and refurbish them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I refurbish Game Boys, mainly Advances, because they're the easiest for me. But yeah, I really like collecting video games.
Do you sell them afterwards, or do you just refurbish them to collect them?
Sometimes, but I haven't done that in a while. For now, it's just been like picking the ones I like and then refurbishing them, because it's actually quite expensive to try and resell refurbished goods, because you usually have to import parts and stuff in. So it's like, can I do this because it's fun and I want to keep it afterwards, or do
you want to turn it a profit?
For a loss?
Yeah.
Because it is kind of a lot, but it's more just fun to do.
Yeah, and also I can think when you have to like import the parts and whatever, those import taxes and the import fees, they stack.
They're painful.
I should know. I just ordered a so my headset broke. When was it? Sunday. I think it was Sunday, yeah. My headset broke Sunday. I'm currently using an old one that I used before this one. I haven't used this headset in like 2 years that I'm using now. And I had to order a new one, which luckily I was already saving up for that one. I just had to pull out those funds a bit more urgently than I'd preferred.
Yeah.
And I bought it from Amazon because it's not available in South Africa. And the import fees on the headset is like, what was it? I think the import fees was like 500 to 700, while the headset itself was like 2-1. That's in rand. I think in US the headset was like 200 something, just under it maybe, and the import fees on its own, not including the shipping. The import fees on its own was like 30 to 50 for people who don't understand rand. So, yeah, the import fees are hectic. So I can see why you need to be able to turn a profit from it.
Especially for like small dumb things like a PCB board or like a screen replacement. It's like you're sending over this very fragile, very very expensive thing, and you're like, please let this just come okay. And you can't really buy in bulk because it's not like you have to have bulk Game Boys to fix.
I mean, you could. And then you just have them for when you have more Game Boys to fix.
Yes.
But I don't think that'll work out very, very well for your wallet. I think your wallet won't be too happy about that. So, let's go on to the next question. So we've all of these things, they all kind of tie into each other. So we've kind of discussed this already as well. As I said, the questions are more of like a guideline to give some form to the thing. So, what keeps you going and keeps you motivated to keep making content?
Okay. So, first answer, friends.
Second answer?
Second answer, the idea that anyone enjoys any of my content. I think whenever I get feedback that's like, wow, that was so much fun, or I always love coming back to your streams. I'm like, how does that happen? What do you mean? And
how does it happen? It's because you're such a wholesome frog / enigma / fisherman / human / I don't know what else we've spoken about. Some of those were off stream, but still.
All of the things. No, but that's surprising to me. Like, I don't think I thought anyone would be interested. So the idea that anyone is, or that anyone likes listening to my annoying voice for more than a few minutes at a time.
I mean, we've been here for 30 minutes already. I don't think your voice is annoying.
I mean, I think it's pretty annoying, but that's okay.
I also actually used to be very insecure about my voice and all that, but I found that content creation actually helped me to be more confident in my voice and whatever. Because initially when I started, before I was a VTuber, I just did normal videos, and I had to edit them and all that. And having to sit through like 30 minutes of footage, listening to yourself speaking, this was in 2018, so I was still in high school. High school Zara's voice is cringe as fuck still. The mic I was using doesn't help. And Yeah, so no, I think content creation's helped me with that a lot. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get comfortable with your voice as well. The more you stream, the more people tell you, hey, yeah, your voice is not annoying, the more you'll actually start to believe it as well. So don't worry, it'll go away. I'm pretty sure.
But yeah, that's what motivates me. I think that just the idea anyone cares about my content is enough to make me go, yes, actually, I'll keep going.
Yeah.
This is fun.
I mean, I've watched some of your streams, and yeah, they're fun. I can vouch.
Yeah.
Your chat is also lovely, and they're wonderful people, and they entice people to stay by holding guns.
So wholesome. Do they hold guns?
Behind your back, they hold guns against our heads to make sure we stay. But that's just because we all have to make sure that our lovely, wonderful frog is happy.
This was all a trick. You guys have just been pretending to like my thing. See, eventually it rubs off, and then they can just remove the guns, and then they actually show, oh yeah, no, it's just an empty airsoft gun. Yeah, and it's of their own free will too. And they weren't forced. Yes.
Isn't that how the new world order operates?
Yes, obviously.
See, it's all been orchestrated behind the scenes. It's been planned
by big corporations.
Big corpo. But yeah, shit, I've run out of topics. I'm a horrible host. Now that, well,
doing such a good job.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Actually, let me ask a question I've asked previously. What's your favorite chocolate?
My favorite chocolate?
Yeah. If frogs can eat chocolate, that is.
I'm gonna break some hearts. I don't like chocolate that much.
Ooh.
I make chocolate chip with vegan chocolate, usually like a dark chocolate or something, but I can't eat like more than a few pieces. I like jelly and ice. I like
jelly and ice.
Plant-based jelly with some ice, so fruit pectin or cognac or I don't think I like agar gel that much, but yeah, jelly and ice.
I have no idea what you just said. All of that went over my head. I've never had any of those, I think. If I had, I don't know.
You would love them. They're so good. Except maybe cognac jelly is a bit slimy, so people don't like it that much, but I like it.
Slimy? I mean, of course you'd like it. You're a frog.
Yes.
Alright, well, since we've finished off the main questions, while we're just talking chat, now you guys can feel free to ask any questions. We will now be accepting any questions for any Q&A, and we'll be using that to guide our conversations and everything anything further. So, if anybody has any questions, please feel free. For our audio early listeners over on Spotify and the other podcasting platforms, just to get a note, this was recorded live on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ZarastroCH. And you can check out the VOD with visuals over there, also linked in the show notes.
Yeah, and Spotify users, you can also have questions. We just won't be able to answer them.
You can, yes. Wait, yes. You can? Question mark? You can?
Yes, you are able to, but we are not able to respond because you will be in the future and we are in the past.
Alright, well, I don't know how the questions work on Spotify, so I guess I'll find that out once somebody does. So, hey, if you're listening to this on Spotify, please do consider dropping a question down below wherever you do that. And if you're on iTunes, please do consider dropping a 5-star review. That helps us reach more people.
No, you can't. You can't actually leave a question, but you could have the question in your brain.
Oh. You can send it to us telepathically, but we won't get it. I'm sorry.
Exactly. You can try, but no.
Yeah. It must that Q&A thing that you mentioned on Spotify must be one of those future features.
Far in the future.
Ah, I see. Gama, how do you feel about beans?
About beans?
You love beans?
I love stealing them.
Stealing beans.
stealing beans,
Don't.
especially when they're in tower form, from little hooded men.
Wait, is this a reference to the Minecraft server? I think I've seen the bean tower.
Did you see that we stole it?
I have not. So tell me about that. What happened there? Since I'm not on the Minecraft server because I don't personally play Minecraft. I have, but it's not my kind of game. But what happened? What's the story about the Bean War?
Okay, so the Great Bean War of 2021 is an ongoing battle between Frog, which is the free rights of golems,
Yeah.
and Jawa, which stands for something stupid that no one cares about. So,
Oof. Alright, continue.
I think I joined the Minecraft server, and the first thing Iz did was try to kill me. And that was like, okay, whatever, it's Minecraft. But I was up, he made this big, like, machine that just spawns golems so that they die in lava, and then it collects iron. So,
Damn.
I walked in, I saw my fellow robot brethren dying, and I made a decision. I took a stand.
I guess once we get Iz on the show, we'll have to hear his side of the story so
Yes,
that we can make a film series about this that'll go on for like 14 episodes. And
Yes. We've called it ZA Minecraft Server Civil War.
Ah, I've seen the poster. The poster looks good. Let me see if I can actually pull it on screen.
It's so ridiculous. I really love it. So
They
yeah,
just happen to fall into the lava.
because you made
I'm
them
sure.
spawn there. So, okay. So from that point on, people joined my faction because they knew what side to be on. Except for the Trader 6, who is on Izito's side. He's the only one who hasn't gotten the memo and joined us. But everyone else is on my side, apparently. So that's fine. And we do things like disrupt the bean tower, the golem killing tower, and then we stole the bean tower. To be fair, I freed a bunch of golems from his death trap, and then he killed them all and made iron suits of armor and put them in front of my house. So Iz is a madman.
Well, that sounds pretty toxic. Not gonna lie. So on
Right? So
let me just show on screen, guys. There you go. That's the poster. So when's it coming out? When is it showing in theaters?
we have to talk to Zack Snyder about the release and stuff. And
Zack Snyder.
Isn't? Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better if it was what's the name?
Taika Waititi.
No. I'm thinking of what's the name? The guy who always has the explosions.
Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. That's the one.
Yes. Yeah.
What if it's a Michael Bay movie? / Michael Bay and Zack Snyder. Both of them
And Taika
together.
Waititi. All three.
And him, yeah.
It's a 3-man job.
Yeah.
It's like a monster of a film to make.
It's
There's a
gotta
lot of
be.
twists and turns and stuff like that. Insurgency, scary things, explosions, obviously.
Hell yeah, there's got to be explosions. I mean, there are iron golems falling into lava. How can you fall into lava and not have explosions?
Yeah, and then, someone just hits something with a pickaxe and it's explosion and all of these things.
It's a South African movie. We need Neil Blomkamp. Yes. We also need Leon Schuster. Leon Schuster can play Iz. He can play Iz as well. Because he's a clown.
No shame. No,
I'm sorry,
Iz.
Iz. I'm sorry, I take that back. Iz, you're a wonderful little Jawa.
Yes. Wonderful, filthy little Jawa.
Filthy. No. We won't call Iz filthy. Iz is my kid. You can't call my kid filthy. That's rude.
Okay,
That's rude.
Filthy.
Yes. Earlier we had a question from Theo. How tiny is the frog? So, how tiny is the frog?
Is the frog? Is me?
Yeah. How tiny is you?
165 centimeters. Do
So,
with that information
like-
what you will.
That. Gotcha.
No, they lied. No.
165 is actually not that small.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that small.
I mean, I am towering 27 centimeters over you. No, 17. So that's half of a ruler. But that's horns not included.
I do actually have to check. I don't think I'd go down. I don't think I'd grow either. I don't know.
I think
When
I
the
was
last time it
I
checked
was
my
I
height?
was still 182 last time I checked. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I like how the couch is enveloping me now.
I can make it envelop you more.
Wow. Wow.
There we go. It's tiny frog. Tiny frog. Wait, so the smaller I make you, the higher your pitch goes. So what if I make you big? Big frog.
It's me, Gama. How's everybody doing?
I'll just return you to your normal size. There we go.
This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. I'm playing around with my guests. I'm altering their spatial matter. That stuff. I don't physics. I'm not smart.
Yeah, I was just made by smart people. I'm really dumb.
I feel you. I feel you. I was made by smart people and mischievous people.
Yes.
So I'm smartly mischievous, I guess.
No, you aren't those things. You were just made by people who were.
I was made by people who were, yes. Well, actually no, not people, demons.
Demons who were.
Yes. Summon Ruth? Who's Ruth? If I may ask.
You can't summon Ruth. This is Ruth has no power.
Who's Ruth?
You'll have to summon her and find out.
How do I summon Ruth then?
On Twitch.
On Twitch? Well, we're not on Twitch, are we?
Ruth, I got COVID earlier this year.
Oh.
And while I had it, I was in bed with COVID and I was voice messaging people as Ruth. Just my close friends. Because I could do like a really scratchy voice. So I would just be like, hey, how you doing? It's me, Ruth. I smoke like 20 packs of cigarettes a day. But like I was much better, obviously, when I was dying. Now I'm fine, so it's a bit more difficult. But
Easy, just start smoking and smoke like 20 packs a day.
Exactly, I'll chew cigarettes like Ruth does.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I
Be like my boy Mike Nolan.
Yes, I'm gonna turn into Gilbert Gottfried. I can do a decent Gilbert Gottfried impression, but I can only do it if I do a really offensive thing in Cold Ones. So I'm not gonna do that. Because in Cold Ones, they commissioned on Cameo Gilbert Gottfried to say some stuff.
Oh.
And it was really funny, but it's also really rude. But I can do that impression, specifically what they said, really well.
I'll ask you to do that off stream,
Yes.
behind the scenes when we're done here.
When we're playing games,
It'll be it'll be a special request. But yeah. So you said you had COVID then. When did you get that? How was the recovery?
So I got COVID in July. Talking about COVID's a lot, but in July, I had been so good. I didn't even leave the house in 20. I literally, like, as soon as the restrictions went up, I was indoors. We ordered our food in. We didn't see family. It was just me and my mom living in my apartment right now. Well,
Oh, yeah?
then, I just because I was so afraid of bringing it home, so I just did nothing. Like, I just stayed home. We went grocery shopping for like the first time in forever. This year, July.
Yeah.
And
And then you got it. That's like the first time you came. The first time you left, you just got it.
And we had masks, and we thought it was safe and everything. So,
That's
was-
that's very unlucky.
Yeah. So that was a lot.
I'm glad you recovered though.
Yeah, I recovered fine. I'm fine now. I think for a little while I had like a really craggy voice
Yeah.
for a while.
I mean, at least a good thing you got out of it is you can now do a Ruth impression.
Yes, of course.
Not that I know who Ruth. Not that I still know who
No.
Ruth is.
There's
Yeah.
literally no one. But
Oh,
yeah.
it's just the name you gave.
Yeah, it's just the name I gave. It's not even a person.
Oh, I thought it
just
was an
like,
impression.
I was just alone and messaging my friends and voice notes. They were like, "Go to bed, sleep, recover, stop this."
Go to bed, Ruth. I don't know who you are. Your voice sounds wrong. How do you have my number?
Yeah.
But either way, it's late. Go to bed.
Yes. 3 a.m. voice notes from Ruth.
Yeah, easy. But yeah, if anybody else still has any questions, Nep, thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. If anybody else still has any questions for the Frog, please feel free. We are still doing this. We'll be going on for about another 13 minutes.
Yes.
So, yeah, we try and aim for the 1 hour mark. So that should be fine.
Yeah, otherwise we'll just talk about video games.
We can talk a bit about video games, but before that, I want to ask another question that can get
Yes.
either of us cancelled or something.
I'm so ready, let's go.
So, when it comes to pizza, pineapple, yes or no?
I'm gonna upset everyone again.
Go ahead.
I don't like pizza! I don't care what you put on your pizza! It's not that good!
Wow,
Cancel me! Pizza kinda sucks though!
What's your
It's just
favorite? Okay, wait. So, what's your favorite food then, other than the jelly and ice? No, jelly and is it jelly and ice?
It's jelly and ice. I'm so picky, I barely eat anything.
What do frogs usually eat? Bugs.
Bugs.
Do you eat bugs? Do you eat gob?
No, but fun little story.
Oh yeah.
When I was I'm the eldest of like 4 children,
Damn.
and when I was the only one, the youngest one, or maybe the second, like when there was maybe one other one, I was a bit of a gremlin, and I never wore shoes, so I got all sorts of planter's warts and stuff. And I always kept my hair loose and a mess, and I was just like this tiny, small gremlin thing that would just like run around and play in mud and be disgusting. And we went to Spur,
Yeah.
and my sister's dad was eating snails, and I was like, I want that. And my mother was like, no, that's disgusting. No.
You do not want the escargot.
So, a few, I guess, months later, I'd been thinking about these snails for so long.
Yeah.
And it rained, and there were garden snails. And I grabbed like handfuls of garden snails, stuffed them in my mouth.
Oh. They're
And I
not
was
the
doing
same.
this in the garden while my mother was watching, reading a book, and she looked up.
And she sees you munching on snails.
My sister's off in a corner playing with the dog, and I am in a corner with a mouthful of snails.
A mouthful of garden
And
snails.
she ran over and like pulled gummy snail out of my
Ugh.
mouth. Just like stuck her fingers down my throat to get snail out of me.
That's kind of like when you find your
Like-
dog eating something it shouldn't.
Yes, it was like, please.
How many snails did you manage to get down?
I don't know. I always hear this story from her. So she literally like had to stick her hands in my mouth and pull them out, and they're like half chewed, and some of them are still alive. And she's
Oh
like,
my.
she said that was the most disgusting thing she had ever had to deal with. She was like, people tell you kids are gross. That was the grossest thing she had ever dealt with. She was like, oh my gosh. Gremlin child.
I can picture that though.
It's, I don't think it's that far off from it. Except now I don't need basically anything.
I need you to do a sketch of that at some point. Like after the stream, just make a quick sketch. You're great at fucking making quick cursed little sketches and stuff. Exactly. So after the stream, I just want to see a quick little Gama with
snails.
and then next frame with the Gama Mama coming in. No.
Don't eat the snails, child.
Makes me think of that Vine of like a barbecue where the mother's at like they're at the barbecue and the kids running around the swimming pool, just like, hey, what you got there? A knife? No. So it's like, hey, what you got there? Snails? No. Have you ever tried to go after that again? Like properly prepared and all that?
I think my mom was like, you'll die. They'll live in your stomach, you'll die. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to?
No.
No, okay.
I think it was cured. They probably didn't taste very good or something. Like, I don't know.
I mean, they're garden snails. You ate them raw. I don't think you're supposed to eat them raw. Wait, did they have shells on?
Yes.
Did you chew the shells?
I don't know. But yes, they did.
I can't imagine how you'd eat the snail without the wait.
Oh, I don't think I knew how to take them out, so presumably there were still shells.
Yeah, no, I also can't think of how to remove the shells, but
maybe she heard a distant crunching sound.
she just saw you sitting there in the corner with your back towards her, and just hear.
I was in the bushes.
In the bushes. She just sees you hunched over in the bush. She's like, "Oi, what's she doing there?" And you're like, "Nothing."
Exactly.
Meanwhile, munching snails. Damn.
Delicious.
It's a true French delicacy.
Yes, oui, oui. As our
oui, oui.
Don't need my legs. Thank you.
Six had a really good question. Who are your VTuber inspirations? So who do you look up to like now? Who do you strive to be?
So
as or yeah.
I suppose if you had asked like maybe before I knew anyone, I would. Oh yeah,
we can do that. We can go before you started and now.
Yeah.
We can do both. Yeah.
I think that's a good idea because it's changed kind of.
Yeah.
Like I still look up to the people I looked up to, and it was Korone and Pekora and Chibidoki and
all good.
Kura, and just basically people who
all
are
gremlins.
Funny. All gremlins, unfortunately.
All of them are gremlins. I think I see a pattern. Yeah.
So, especially Pekora. I love Pekora's ability to turn from like sweet idol into like evil old woman. Where she'll be like really sweet, like, oh hello, hey everyone. 2 seconds later, be like, like that for me is my favorite.
Honestly, one of my favorite things from a HoloLive streamer is Lucia, where she can just go instant yandere, and I love it. And her blood-curdling screams are just the realest thing I've ever fucking heard, and it makes my ears bleed every time I hear it.
Yeah.
But I still turn up the volume.
Obviously.
How can you not?
But yeah, so those were my inspirations, and to an extent they still are. They're still astounding, but I think you idolize VTubers, or larger VTubers a lot more beginner.
Yeah.
I still am, obviously, but as you like learn and grow and people, honestly, I just want to be as fun as my friends are. Like I love watching Harvesters. I love hanging out with or Six.
Wait, you love watching Harvesters?
Harvester.
Oh.
HCU 86.
Ooh. I don't think I've tuned in there
Oh,
previously.
You should.
I will.
Harvest.
Link me their stuff after the stream. I'll
Yeah,
check them
sure.
out for a bit.
Yeah. So literally, my friends. I love being able to go into my friends and say like hello and see like the hard work everyone's put in. I start to admire that a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas like, when you can see someone's putting in a lot of effort, it's like, wow, this is astounding.
It's also fun to be able to see your friends grow and grow alongside them as well.
Exactly. And to think that you might have helped in any way.
Yeah. Like that's one of the things I wish to do with this show is like, to share the different personalities and people in the VTuber, at least in my space of the EN VTuber community, because we all know the EN VTuber community is massive.
Huge.
So at least in my space, I'd like to just be able to, share my space with those people.
Yeah. And it's so admirable. That's really cool.
Ask about the special Harvey art. Do I want to know? Do I want to know?
Sure. Why not?
Alright, go ahead. Tell me about the special Harvey art. Is your sus?
Yeah, it's just so sus. Jawa is always sus. So it's
Yeah.
to be expected. I don't know. I think we were playing. There are all those things that go around, and it's like, hey, what kind of anime character? You were in an anime, not the scary ones that are like, who's your Twitter crush? And subscribing to a whole bunch of people because it's actually really dodgy.
Yeah.
Shidan makers where you just put your name in. It tells you based on your name who
Yeah.
you would be. And I don't know what happened, but somehow during one of these, Harvester, and it was the funniest thing.
Wait, you cut out a
because
bit Harvester?
Harvester was a MILF.
Oh.
So, for context, Harvester is a 9'6" robot,
Damn.
and he got MILF, and he's also like a major tsundere. So, but, like, he doesn't like when you call him that, but he really is. His catchphrase is, I'm not a tsundere, I just... So, he's a massive
It's not like I like you or anything.
Baka.
Baka.
So, he got MILF, and
Damn.
I was like Robo MILF, and he just responded with, shut up, shut up, shut up. And I drew him a special present because I wasn't allowed to. And it was Harvester, but as a big titty MILF lady.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sounds spicy. I'm
It's,
gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. I'm
just,
gonna go search
it's
for
like
it.
one of the most recent artworks I've made, so you can just go.
Hell yeah. I'll look it up and check it out.
He's trying
I'll
to
like and
crush me or
retweet.
something. It
I'll
was
like and retweet.
I'm gonna reach through the screen and strangle.
With those titties, hell yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Crush me, mommy. But yes, that's the cursed Harvester art.
Well, I think on that beautifully cursed moment, I'm gonna end it. So, let me just get my script back here. Yes, this whole show is scripted. We've scripted the people in chat as well. I'm joking. The
They're
only
all
script I have,
bots.
I'm joking. The only script I have is my intro and my outro, and even those I fuck up. So, let me see how badly I can fuck up my outro as well. Thanks everybody for coming by and watching or listening to this episode of FNV. I've been your host, Zarastro, and I thank my wonderful guest, Gama, here, for joining tonight. Make sure you all check Gama out at their socials, both on screen, in the description, and the show notes. Wherever you're listening, it'll be there somewhere. It's also... it's not been in chat, but it's on screen and in the description. It should be, at least. And yeah, make sure you check out all of Gama's socials. Make sure you check out my socials too. If you liked it on YouTube, drop a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you can get notified Join the Twitter and follow the Discord, links in the description, show notes as well. To my audio-only listeners on Spotify, subscribe or follow, I don't know which one. iTunes, I think there it's subscribe, I don't know. Google Podcasts, I have no idea. Anchor, I have no idea. Just do the things there wherever you're listening, and I will see all of you in the next week on the next episode of FNV. Until then, thanks everyone.
Woo!
Ciao for now.
Canada!
Sun goes down, our spirits free. Nothing left but our energy. Take my hand, we can go and see a world unknown. Come explore with me.